When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with the Red Raiders will put toe to leather and will get started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So TCU's offense will get the first possession of the game. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Tom.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Smith dropping to pass. Snags it over the middle. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Horned Frogs are on the move. Give to the running back. There he goes. Picks up the first down, still moving. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. To the air on first down. Gets open down the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The give to the tailback. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the back. And the ball's loose in the backfield. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it in the middle, it's Vance. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way, and they finally get him down at the 2. 2nd and goal coming up. Tries again to get it in. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. The Sneak scores it.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Texas Tech's offense will get the ball for the first time. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position one, objective number one today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
And the Red Raiders send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Smith wants to throw. Got his man down the middle. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Taylor. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. The give to the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man on the right. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Trying to find the end zone.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tight end now in motion. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Scores on the sneak.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. On the move from inside is 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Jones wants to throw it. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
The Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Here comes the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. And the Red Raiders will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and look for room. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Finds a man in the middle. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
The Horned Frogs trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Smith dropping to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Texas Tech, 0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Red Raiders want to move quickly.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Makes the catch. It's Gill. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They're going to run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to run for it. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. They bring the punter onto the field now. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Jones to throw. Finds his man. It's Green. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. No huddle offense to the line. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. They'll run play action. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
And the field goal unit is on the field. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American Fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Army is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up off the canvas before, and it's capable of it again today. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to East Carolina.
Off the play fake on first down.
We'll circle back.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. Defensive player makes the nice pick.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Jones wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Got it in the middle. It's Taylor. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Taylor. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They want to run this quarterback. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
Texas Tech, 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Jones to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Got it in stride inside the 20. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll...
Touchdown, Red Raider! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Smith wants to throw. Hauls it in. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He fires a bullet to the right. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Gets his 1st one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Red Raiders are in the hurry-up. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Blasted as he lets it go. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Pressure coming. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. And the Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Got his man in the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. With the catch, it's Vance.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Jones wants to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Gill. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Caught near the sticks. It's Gill. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Gill. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Green. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Never a doubt. That pulls them to within 15, 28-13 the score.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. On the run from inside his own 5. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. RPO complete to open the drive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
The Red Raiders headed quickly to the line. Jones to throw. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap, and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning 2. That was beautiful.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Under fire. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Gill. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And the Red Raiders will call on their punt team. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. To the ground with the back. Got the 1st down and more. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll ride the hot hand. A stop and pull maybe gets a yard to the 34. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered to pick up the first. On third down, he drops to throw. He's got an open man. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. They'll move the tight end. Quick handoff. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Smith dropping to pass. Throwing right. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this third down. Complete to the left. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on! They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They'll give it to the back. Got a little space. There we go. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And the punishment has been extended. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Texas A&M is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up in practice this week. They're up by 17 over Nevada. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Jones wants to throw it. Bringing the heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Red Raiders will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch around the 50. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better start. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, TCU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Jones to throw. Release to the back. Working that left side now. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Still looking on the move. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. And the Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Throws to the wideout. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. They'll try to get him second and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Lets it go to the end zone.
What a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They're set to kick it off. First play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Hand off from the shotgun. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
From the gun, the running back has it. Showing off the arm.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
So we open the final period with a third down play. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Now on third down for this offense. Smith wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. They punt it away on fourth down. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Flips it out in the flat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Gets the back moving. Gets it out quickly. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Green. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He'll pull it down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football game.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. They're working that left side. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. The Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. Grabbed behind the line. It's Gill. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Brings up 2nd down.
Jones wants to throw it. Easy completion on the shuffle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Red Raider. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. On the move from inside is 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. From the shotgun, the inside give. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the back. Smith dropping to pass. Got him downfield. At midfield, he's got room. Lots of room to run. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
TCU 49, Texas Tech 28.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back.
Slips a tackle, and he's got room. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And the Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up. Jones to throw. Touchdown, Red Raider! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Splits those uprights right in half. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you can make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Georgia Tech is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in the ATL for some time. They're up by 34 over UCF. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Shows off another move and gets down to the 33-yard line. And the Horned Frogs in a good spot here with second and short. Off the play fake. Grab near the sticks. It's Taylor. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Handoff to the single running back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll use the running game on first and goal. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll send the back in motion. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on third down. Smith wants to throw. Fires into the end zone. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. it's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm